Hey, welcome to this week's Wealth Walk. I want to talk to you about why you aren't building wealth fast enough and how you can build it faster by changing this one thing. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to another Wealth Walks with Jerry Fetta here. I'm the CEO and founder of Wealth Dynamics, and every week I do my weekly Wealth Walk where I show you that I'm walking the walk. I'm doing the stuff that I'm teaching, right? So I'm not another guru. I'm not a guy, I'm kind of actually like the anti-guru. I'm not another guy out there making content and telling you how to do things, and then my life looks completely different. It's the same stuff. I am doing the things that I teach, and I am an example, a living, walking example of how that works, okay? A little bit about me and some of the results I've achieved, right? So I use a couple of things. The first thing I use is called a sacred account. Okay, that's a whole life insurance policy that's designed specially to allow me to become my own bank, and I run everything through my own banking system. The second thing I do is I follow this thing here. It's called the Blueprint to Financial Freedom, right? The Blueprint to Financial Freedom. I do this based on my study and research of the top 1% of wealth for the last decade plus of my life to see what did the wealthy actually do. Not what did Wall Street tell us we should do, not what did the banks tell us we should do, not what does the IRS think we should do. What did the wealthy actually do? Because I believe if you study successful people, they leave clues, and if you pick up those clues and follow them, you're going to get similar results. Okay? So this week's weekly Wealth Walk, I want to share with you guys what I'm doing with my finances right now. So I've just come out of a phase of doing some serious investing, purchasing properties, doing some gold leasing, some different things there, right? Setting up some new sacred accounts. And right now, I'm now focused on increasing my active income. Okay, now I want to demonstrate this because before I do that, here's the myth. If you need to earn active income, you're poor. Never trade your time for money. Jobs suck, this, that, the other thing. We hear all this stuff, guys. The wealthy don't believe that. The wealthy do not have anything against active income. This idea, this myth of the cash flow quadrant, it's very cool, but the guy who invented it earns quite a bit of active income by selling the thing he invented, which is the cash flow quadrant, right? If he even invented it. But what I'm telling you is the wealthy earn active income. When you study the net worths of the top 1%, I'm going to share this with you right here, right now. Once and for all, I'm going to give you the data on this so you can see what it is that I'm trying to communicate here, right? Wealthy people focus on a couple of key asset classes. And you don't see a lot of people talk about this because it's not sexy. It doesn't sell a lot of courses, right? And that's what this world is about right now with this whole online thing. So let me share my screen with you, and we're going to talk about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and where I got it from. So triangle of wealth, earn, save, and invest, right? And I want to share with you the assets that the top 1% of wealth actually owns. So you can see here we have the top 1%, the green, the next 9%, the light blue, the bottom 90%, the dark blue, right? This is a study that was done by New York University. Percentage of total assets and liabilities held by the wealthiest 1%, next 9%, and bottom 90%. Of small business equity on the planet, 63% of it is owned by the top 1%. Small business equity, right? Now, that can mean they bought businesses or started businesses. One thing I can tell you is if you start a business, it's not passive income, okay? Next one, 55% of all financial securities are owned by the top 1%. 50% of stocks and mutual funds are owned by the top 1%. 50% of trusts are owned by the top 1%. 34% of real estate is owned by the top 1%. Now, I want to share this with you because you start to see life insurance, 30% of this is owned by the top 1%. But the business equity, I'm a business owner. So I run a company. And so I'm doing this thing called the triangle of wealth, right? And I want to share actually one more thing with you. This whole idea of use other people's money. Not true. Look at this. Total debt, only 5% of all total debt is owned by the top 1%. They're not borrowing a bunch of other people's money. They don't need to. Think about it. If you have billions of dollars, why do you care whose money it was that you used, whether it was yours or theirs? It doesn't matter at that point. This whole fixation on borrow and use other people's money and never trade your time and always make someone else do it, it's not true. It's not true. It's not how the wealthy have built their wealth, and I'm showing that to you here. Next, I don't want to interrupt you too long. I just want to give you a free offer for my book, The Blueprint to Financial Freedom. If you go to jerryfetta.com/B2F promo, you can get the book now. I'm going to let you get back to the video. So let me show you what it is that I'm doing right now. We're gonna keep this video rather short. I wanna be out of here with this concept shared with you in the next 2 minutes. Okay, the next 2 minutes, we're gonna talk about this. So I'm doing this thing called the triangle of wealth, right? And the triangle of wealth goes like this. We have the triangle. We're gonna whiteboard this out. We've got the triangle and it goes like this. Earn, save, invest. That is how wealth has been built for millennia. Like the very first guy that ever built wealth, he earned, he saved, and he invested, right? Now, here's what I just did. I just invested. I told you I just did a bunch of what? Sacred accounts and real estate and gold leasing and different stuff, right? So this is called going broke. I learned this when I worked for Grant Cardone, right? Grant Cardone's the top 1%er. I spent a lot of time studying him, working with him and growing that organization and my organization together. And I learned you go broke. I studied the top 1% and I was like, wow, all of them do this, right? They earn, they accumulate through saving, then they go broke, they invest, they get rid of all of the money. They go all in on whatever asset classes they're going all in on, right? They offload all of the liquidity that they have. It goes away. Now, what does that do? That makes you feel broke again. Who remembers being broke? Show of hands if you get this anxiety like I do about being broke. This constant like, oh crap, I need to go earn more income. I need to make more calls. I need to do more activity. Why? Because you're now doing the correct next step. By going broke when you invest, getting rid of all of the cash, all of the liquidity, all of the cushion, you then have to go focus on earning again. You go focus on earning again. This is how you build wealth. Now you have demand and necessity for income. So you then go focus on earning. Now, the other thing that you're doing here is you're doing a forced savings plan with a sacred account, hopefully on the safe. This has a monthly required deposit. So what have you done? You've created front end demand because you're pulling into this monthly from the earn. So you need to earn income just to keep up with that. Plus you invest, you get rid of all of your cash. You've got some backwards push now on, I don't have cushion to fall back on right now. The urgency level goes up, right? Things in life, the good things happen when you're urgent. So that's what I'm doing, guys. That's my focus right now. I'm in an earning phase and I'm doing that. So why? I can save into my sacred account. So why? I can invest once again and go broke on the investing once again. So why? I can earn once again. And the beautiful thing is my passive income supplements all of this. Could I pull the plug right now? I totally could. I could say, I'm not going to trade my time for money anymore. But my goals are bigger than that. My goal is not just retire, right? I want to help other people. So I continue to grow my businesses. I continue to work. I continue to earn, even though I don't have to, because instead I want to. So I hope that this weekly wealth walk has been beneficial. And if you learned anything today, like the video, subscribe, comment below. And if you want to grab the book, I'm sure you're going to see some information on that coming up soon. Get a copy of the book. Read it, jump onto our mailing list, and I'd love to see you on one of our webinars or in our Facebook groups as well. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Hey, this is Jerry Fetta here. I want to thank you for watching my video, watching my content. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to learn more about the blueprint to financial freedom and how you can achieve passive income that exceeds your savings, your expenses, your taxes, your generosity, and build wealth like the top 1%, I want to encourage you, grab a copy of my book, The Blueprint to Financial Freedom. You can go to jerryfetta.com/B2F promo, or you can click the link in the description of the video here. The copy is free. You cover your shipping. We'll send the book out to you, and we'll send you an email with a bunch of great bonus material also for free. Get the book, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on my next content.